Bing boing bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddie One Skip. Hey guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddie One Skip. I am Toddie One Skip. You would not be Toddie One Skip. And I'm doing some other videos, 90 Day Fiance videos, which I'm really excited about. But in the background now, right now, I have Night Convos, KNIGHTCONVOS. They're friends of mine. I like them very much. Their channel I like as well. And I have them in the background, and I'm listening to them. And they're talking about Gypsy and the parody, and how, they don't have a problem with the parodies. And, they're kind of going over what Karma Collector has said and such. And I started thinking, will Gypsy get a fair chance? Will she get a fair chance? Will we give her a fair chance? And in seriousness, you have to ask yourself. And I had a conversation with somebody yesterday about Melissa Moore and how involved Melissa Moore is in all of these shows that have to do with serial killers or killers, and how involved she is. And when I was listening to the conversation, I don't know anything about Melissa Moore except that, yeah, her dad was a serial killer, and that's something that she will always have to wear. So she would have had to have gotten a job with everybody knowing her dad is her dad. And how hard would that have been? I mean, we're thinking about how hard is it going to be for Aurora Urkel? Well, just with that name alone. But no, seriously, we're thinking about how hard it's going to be for this child. It must have been just that hard for Melissa Moore. And unfortunately, she had nothing to, fortunately, she had nothing to do with the crimes of her dad. She was the daughter of a serial killer. I mean, how do you wear that? The fact that she's able to make money off of what her dad has done, she was not going to be able to, where else was she going to be able to make money? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like John Walsh. John Walsh never expected to have anything to do with a show that wasn't in existence, America's Most Wanted. No, because it wasn't in existence. Things happened because of the death and the kidnapping of his son Adam that caused John to have the issues that he had, which caused him to help people, which caused... So I don't see where Melissa Moore, again, I don't know, I see that I don't like Gypsy Rose. We know that, okay? I think Gypsy is a mommy unaliver, and it was for no other reason than selfishness, okay? And if Dee Dee was suffering, there would have been a better way to put her out of her misery than what she went through that night or morning or whenever it was. Melissa Moore, I'm sure, didn't know what her dad was doing. And so she's got a job now where she can make a decent amount of money. Should she be making the money? I mean, I don't know. She's got to do something, right? And she didn't do anything. She's a victim too. Her dad is a serial killer. She is known as that. So she either had to embrace it and find a way to make money out of it, or she wasn't going to make money at all. Like, seriously, who was going to hire her? So, anyway, it kind of leads into this. Will Gypsy get a fair chance? I don't know anybody that would hire Gypsy Rose for any job, to be honest with you. I mean, how long do you think that would last if she got a job and people knew about it? People go there, take pictures. How long do you think somebody's going to deal with that? So, will she get a fair chance? Now, Gypsy Rose, she unalived her mom. Actually unalived her mom. She's in there for... I mean, she did her time, but she will always have the second-degree unaliving charge. And the fact that that's what happened. So she's out now. She's a young woman. What can she do to have revenue? And listen, I honestly don't care if she has revenue or not, but just as a question with, should she? I mean, does she get a fair shake? When does she get a fair shake? What would entitle her to get a fair shake? When does the general public say, ah, that was so 10 years ago, if you will? When? Is there ever a time that we forgive the unaliving of somebody because of selfishness? No, not for me. No. And the Munchausen by proxy was never a thing. It wasn't even spoken about. It didn't exist. It was her defense. Her defense to get out of prison was that, to do less time. That was the defense, but that's not the truth. I mean, we know that she was a Charlie Manson. She manipulated the whole thing. She got somebody in, she paid with it with her body. I mean, so does she get a fair shot? Should she do comedy? What does she do? I mean, look, I don't think that people should make money off of crimes. I don't. But when somebody gets out of prison at a young age and we want them to be members of society, when do we allow them to be? Gypsy clearly, seriously, hasn't made an attempt, in my opinion, to be a true member of society. She hasn't. She has taken the crime and basically shoved it in our face by saying she got away with MURDER, and Nick's in there doing life. And her mom's legacy is just pure shit. So I don't think Gypsy deserves anything like that. But just for the sake of a conversation, seriously, what is she supposed to do? There's no more books. What else can she possibly write about? So is comedy the next thing for her? Is that something that she's going to try out? I mean, not behind the screen, but could she possibly do stand-up comedy? Is she funny? She's taken other people's material and used their material against them, which is fine if you're imitating the person, but then you're just mimicking somebody in a bad way by over-exaggerating. And yeah, it might be funny, but how long does that last? I mean, are you going to do imitations? Does she get to do imitations? What can she do? That she's not on TikTok anymore. Sheena is putting up the views, so Sheena's getting the views on these things, and Gypsy's not getting in trouble for it, right? Because Sheena's putting it out there. So what happens from here? What goes from here? Seriously, I think the best thing she's done is these stupid these imitations, these parodies, these roasts. I think seriously, it's the most clever stuff she's done. And maybe that's the direction she'll go in. Comedy might be her next shtick, for all we know. You never know. I don't know, guys. I thought, when I was listening to Night Combos, I thought, like, will she really be given a fair chance? If she's funny, will people really laugh? If she does good, I think the parody was funny. Again, there wasn't one made of me. I'm not saying make one of me, but I'm also being fair and saying I haven't had her make fun of me. So, I mean, this is my reaction to her making fun of other people. I don't know how I would feel if she made fun of me. I think I would laugh. I think I would take it in stride, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Some of the stuff she said didn't land well. Some of the jokes weren't funny. When she talked about her mom, no. Some of the stuff about the baby I found funny, though. I don't know. What do you guys think? Seriously. Do you think that she will ever be given a fair chance at anything she does? And what would it take for that to happen? For her to finally admit the truth? Guys, tell me what you think. Seriously, it's a serious conversation, but kind of funny, but serious in a way. Serious if you're Gypsy Rose, or anybody that honestly cares about her. Anyway, everybody has a story to tell. Toddie One Skip, and even Gypsy Rose has a story to tell. Though I'm no fan. Don't let her story be yours, guys. Thanks. Bing, boing, bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddie One Skip.